What's up, y'all? Welcome to the very first episode of So Says the Fat Guy. And I'm fucking honored that I'm doing this episode with my brother. Introduce yourself.
CEO Chons, aka 35 Parts, and it's an honor to be here. We done, we got the good drink flowing.
It's been a crazy year, man.
Crazy.
And I've been talking about this show for a while.
Yup.
And
I've been
it's
wanting
finally
to do
here,
a
man.
podcast for a while.
It's finally here, man.
Finally here. So we got some nice topics for y'all today. Some stuff that we're gonna discuss. So, Big Zell, we'll let you get into it. Introducing.
Well, if you don't know, as you see, Lakers fan to the core, man, and NBA season just started back up, man.
Yes, it did.
So let's start with the NBA, man. Who's your squad?
You already know. I'm biased, so I am the biggest Kobe fan. R.I.P. Black Mamba.
R.I.P. the Mamba, man.
So my squad is the LA Lakers, and I do believe with Mr. Davis and Mr. James that we will. I think we're gonna pull something only the Lakers and
Three-peat.
the Bulls have done. I think they're gonna do the three-peat thing. I think they're gonna three-peat.
I think so too, man. I think
They would three.
we got this young dude, what's his talent, Horton? THT, they
Yep.
calling him THT.
THT.
Brothers averaging 33 points right now in the exhibition games.
But it's expedition.
Yeah.
They don't really count.
But hey, he gets some PT, man. As long as he come off the bench and give us
Lonzo was
that.
dropping 31
Yeah.
with a triple-double for expedition game.
All we need him to do is come off the bench though and give us about 15. 30 on a good night when on a good night where AD or LeBron party too hard the night
Alright,
before.
so since both of us
That's what we
is
need, you know what I'm
clearly too biased, taking the Lakers out the equation,
Alright.
who would be your next pick for that championship?
Well, it's tough. I'm gonna say this. If Clay didn't get hurt, I'd say the Warriors.
The Warriors.
They back, Steph's fully healthy. He got the braids.
Man,
He
went crazy. Braids
He dropped
last night with the
he
Blades.
dropped about 30.
He got the Blades.
Then he played the whole game. They got Wiggins. They got that young boy they just drafted,
They
Wiseman.
got Sutton from the
They got Sutton from the Ville.
Shout out to
Sutton.
Whitney Sutton. They got him
Dunking
from the
on
Ville.
niggas,
Dunking
dog.
on niggas already.
With the flowing in the air.
I think that his game is more suited for the NBA than it was in college.
Yeah.
I think it's more suited. I think he can help a team more in the NBA than he was able to help us at Wolves. Even though he did great at Wolves, I think that he'll have I think he's gonna actually have an alright NBA career. I've seen him play in high school at Whitney play.
Hey, and shout out to Damian Lee, who's still on their squad.
Damian Lee, another
Louisville guy.
Yeah, Louisville guy.
But going back to Lakers, we got Trez, man. So
Another Louisville guy. We short out right there.
we got Trez, dog.
We short out.
We got Trez.
Yeah, we got Trez.
Oh,
How you think he's gonna match with Anthony Davis, a Lexington, Kentucky guy?
If you put, I'm saying it right now, the moments they put Trez and AD in the game at the same
It's gonna
time,
be intense.
you can't double team AD no
It's
more.
gonna be ugly.
That double team.
You know what? Matter of fact, let's talk about the ugly stepchild that's in LA. Cause there's somebody on the Clippers that's really irritating me, bruh.
Oh my God.
Like, he's been irritating me his whole career. Paul George. Paul George is
Who?
like Paul George.
Who?
Paul fucking George.
Golly.
Paul, we could have. It's a good thing we didn't get.
Yeah. At first, I ain't gonna lie to you, when the rumors came out that him and Kawhi and all them was trying to come to LA at first, my instant thought was, we're gonna get Kawhi. I never thought about Paul, didn't really. Paul's been that guy, his whole career has been good during the season. And and then playoffs come, you're like, where is he?
He's not in the playoffs. I know that.
He's not nowhere he needs to be.
Bye.
Go on, girl. Excuse the dog. He never shows up in the playoffs, man. Ever. Not since he was in the East, at least.
He showed up in the East in the playoffs? I just remember him continuously losing to LeBron.
Yeah, that's true.
On a loaded Indiana team. Loaded. Super loaded. But, you know, I mean, people love who
But
they
to go
love.
back to your question, I would say the Warriors, and then my pick for the East.
But that's not really a pick because you said before Clay went down.
Oh, yeah. So, oh, my bad. Yep, I forgot about that part. So, to come out the West, I'm going to go with Denver. Jokic and Murray, man, they nice.
I say a happy James Harden with the new injury-free John Wall. I like that pairing. I think
that pairing on paper should be great.
Cousins, I think
that pairing on paper should be great. If
everybody's healthy and happy.
But James don't want to be there no more, though.
Well, I mean, shit, if they get Ben Simmons, that's even better.
James was out. Let's go to James for a second. James was out partying in Atlanta at one of the babies, somebody's baby, little baby's birthday party.
You gotta be hip to these things.
Yeah, one of them babies. It's too many babies for me, man. You know, I'm 35, nigga.
You're original, baby.
Yeah, I'm original.
Baby.
Birdman.
Baby.
That's the baby I know. But I do like Dub Baby. When that nigga hit that.
Little baby's better.
Nigga hit that though. Some shit with some bop in it. But how you feel about a rich nigga giving another rich nigga money in front of everybody like that at your birthday party?
That's weird to me, man.
I thought it was weird too, dog.
That's weird.
But
everybody does it.
He apparently gave him what, like $100,000 or something?
Yeah, everybody does it. But that's just so weird. I don't know. It's just always been weird to me. Like,
I can understand if they was related.
Give it to a motherfucking charity of that nigga if you're gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
But like giving rich people
more money.
I mean, if that's what they into, I don't try to judge, but it's just something that's really weird.
I was trying to read the comments and stuff online about it. And then I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, man, this is just weird to me. Like, I even looked up whether they were related.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if I'm giving you some money for your birthday. We brothers. Like, here, nigga, even though we're still rich. Here, nigga, you don't need it.
I don't know, man. That's just...
But it was weird to me. And then his brother, not only is he partying in Atlanta, you know, Atlanta's just going buck wild as it is right now, but they acting like COVID don't exist down there. But more power to you. But, man, the season starting and you get caught on Instagram, partying.
But he was holding out. He said he wasn't going to be her.
Yeah.
He won't be traded. He wanted to be traded to Brooklyn, but Kyrie wasn't having it.
That shows you how much he want out. He was going to risk getting the Rona, the hot chew.
To not be in the Rockets. God damn, that's fucked up.
He gonna risk his health.
I like Houston. Houston's a good city.
I'm like, you got John Wall now. You got a pass first point guard. With athleticism.
You just writing off DeMarcus Cousins.
And you writing off DeMarcus Cousins.
No, you writing off DeMarcus Cousins.
No.
Because you keep on saying John Wall, but you ain't saying nothing about D.
It's because D, man, Cuz, man, he I gotta see if he's healthy first.
I think a healthy DeMarcus Cousins, healthy John Wall, and a healthy...
If he's healthy...
A healthy John Wall, a healthy DeMarcus Cousins, and a happy James Harden, that's a dangerous combination, man.
And Cuz and Wall both got chips on their shoulders.
Because they both trash. They went to
you know what I'm saying? You know, they both got chips on their shoulders. Wall been wanting out of the Wizards.
He can't want nowhere out of nowhere if he's always injured.
That's true. You gotta be healthy, man. They both...
Your team can't build no team around you if you ain't never playing.
That's true. He didn't do nothing but make Bradley Beal
and
look better.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're not even the best person on your team. You feel me?
Bradley Beal's like, all right, you can stay hurt.
I think Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal, I think they gonna click.
Mm-hmm. I think that'd be a good combination. Westbrook, all right, I love you, Westbrook.
He need a crybaby.
But yeah.
He too emotional. He need to get that.
And
you know he from the West Coast.
You know you ain't got to jump. Quit shooting threes, man.
West Coast needs to be emotional.
Quit shooting threes.
He emotional. Westbrook, stop being so emotional, bro. All right.
Stop it.
Just hoop, bro.
Just ball out, dude.
Like you too cold for all that crybaby.
Drive to the lane.
Like, I don't know. Bradley Beal, he gonna hoop.
Yeah.
He always gonna hoop.
Who's your picks, man? I can't. You know, it's hard for me to say.
I don't know, bro. If trades are gonna be happening, like James Harden going to Philly, I like it. James Harden and Embiid, but I also like Ben Simmons in Houston. But if we talking about no trades, I like the Bucks. I like the addition of Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
that's a real nice addition.
That's a nice addition.
Like, I don't think people know how good Drew Holiday is or understand how good Drew Holiday is.
Didn't they get somebody else too?
Nah, they vetoed it.
Oh, they tried to get Bogdanovich.
Yeah, they had him.
Yeah.
And the NBA vetoed it. If they would have got him, it would have been.
It would have been over.
Yeah, he would have won.
That's they shooter.
They would have won.
That's they shooter. That's what they missing.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't pick nobody other than the Lakers. Like, we're gonna win.
Me neither. We're gonna win.
We're gonna win.
Eat that, Patrick Beverly.
Ha! He ain't even gonna be on the Clippers. He's gonna be somewhere in like Chicago or somewhere.
Like, what in anybody's right mind, especially you athletes who sit here playing the game, if you know the history of sports, there's certain teams just is doomed to suck.
Clippers is one of them.
That let you down.
Bruh, you know what's so crazy about that? I said that same thing. I said, look.
Why would you go there?
I said, listen. I said, you could pick a team in the NBA,
Clippers,
the NFL,
the Browns until this year.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it trill with you, bro. That's how I feel about the Browns.
They gonna lose in the playoffs early.
The Browns, they're always gonna suck, bro. I don't care. You can take, what's a good team that's right? You can take the Chiefs, right? That same Chiefs team and put them in Cleveland, and they're gonna suck, because Cleveland's just not a fun city to be in, bro.
It is. It's
like give your teams to Louisville. We'll take them. We're a good city to be in, bro. Cleveland's not just, I mean, all right, no disrespect to the people from Cleveland, but
speak your truth.
Nobody goes to Cleveland to Cleveland to roller coasters. Like, I'm not going to Cleveland just to.
You don't even go to Cleveland for roller coasters. You go to Sandusky.
Yeah, true. Like, who goes to Cleveland?
I go to Cedar Point.
Like, I would rather go to Cincinnati.
Yeah, the nasty natty, baby.
Than Cleveland. Like, Cleveland is Cleveland. And then, like, the Clippers. Clippers is never gonna find success in LA. Y'all gotta move.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta go to San Diego. Y'all gotta go to Anaheim.
The rumor is they going to Inglewood.
But it's still LA, ain't it?
Yeah, but it's a different
Long
part.
Beach. Inglewood ain't.
Inglewood's a different area of LA.
They're just getting their own.
Staples is in,
bro,
pretty much in Hollywood.
They're just getting their own stadium, y'all.
Yeah.
They're getting their own stadium in LA.
And they still
no, they need to move out of the city of LA.
Yeah. Okay.
You're never gonna find success there. No matter where you go in LA, it's always gonna be a Lakers town.
I mean, really, the whole state of California there's two teams that run it. Lakers and the Warriors.
So you saying every team in California
Every team in California in the league, dog. Sacramento. Y'all got all that young talent, but you can't win because you're in Sacramento.
Facts. Y'all need to come to Louisville.
The Louisville Kings, nigga. Bam! Bam! Make it happen.
But ain't nobody gonna come to Louisville. You see where Toronto.
We could have had the Raptors for one season.
And they was like, nah, we ain't coming to no fucking Louisville.
Yeah.
They shoot black people.
They shoot black people in Louisville.
It's fucked up.
And if you can't tell us where we from, Louisville, Kentucky, born and raised, baby. Go
it's
Cards. But home of the tragic Breonna Taylor. But as he was alluding to, we could have had them for one season.
But that one season could have turned into many, like the Oklahoma Thunder.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel me?
That's true.
Like,
well, remember at one point
they wouldn't go put a team in no fucking Oklahoma City until they seen like
at
a
one
team
point
could
we
thrive.
was in the running to get Seattle before Oklahoma, but they didn't think Freedom Hall was big enough, and we didn't build a stadium fast enough. And then
But
Ricky P came along
Oklahoma
and didn't
got
want to
it.
share the Yum Center.
Oklahoma got it simply because when Katrina happened and the Hornets played there, they sold out every single game. Like it was the only thing that was happening there. In return, when it was time to put an NBA team in the city, they was like, "Here, y'all can have the first NBA team. We'll give y'all, we'll give y'all Seattle's team because y'all already done proved that y'all can be a." You feel me?
That's like we was also in the running to get the Grizzlies at one point before they went to Memphis when they was when they was in Vancouver.
Like who goes to Memphis? Memphis is a small city.
Walking in Memphis.
Memphis is a small city.
With my 10 feet off of Bill.
Alright, so let's wrap that up. That's right, they cut it, do your chopping, and that's our sports topics.
Switch it over to entertainment.
You got some chips or something?
Yeah, upstairs, man. Go ahead.
What's our next topic?
We're gonna let me pour me a shot. All that's on my mind is seeing them Vickies.
Just chilling in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's for let the little kids play on that, man. When they come through.
I ain't playing on my. Yeah, I ain't playing on this one.
I don't know. The only thing is to play certain games, he has to sign me in. And this is how cold little Eric is. He know all my passwords, though. He be changing my avatars.
Oh no. You doing too much.
So I came home one day that I was trying to play something. It kept saying you playing in another room. I looked up, he was upstairs playing Mortal Kombat. I said, hey, no, hold on, man. I said, you got these games to play. You ain't gonna play this. But what I was about to ask you was how you feel about Warner Brothers putting their whole 2021 slate of movies, and we talking about movies like Doom, Matrix 4, John Wick 4, Mortal Kombat, and numerous others. I think it's like 17 movies total. These movies will premiere on HBO Max and in movie theaters at the same time. But they will only be on HBO Max for that 1 month. And then they will continue to be in theaters for like another month or two before the whole DVD process and all that starts happening. Think it's a good idea?
Yeah. I wonder what took them so long. It's something they should have been doing.
True. Because
Amazon Prime been doing that.
Well, we're at the beginning of the so-called streaming wars, where for so many years Netflix had this whole yard by themselves. I'm the big man in the yard.
Netflix and Hulu. Don't forget about the Hulu.
Don't forget Hulu. But now Hulu, like, you can't even say nothing because they owned by Disney.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hulu was a part of the Fox deal. So when Disney bought Fox Studios, which included their movie studios, 20th Century Fox, and Searchlight. Searchlight was the one that makes like they drama movies like, what was that movie where the black dude was gay, Moon something?
Moon Knight.
Yeah. Searchlight. Disney owns now, they own Fox Studios and Searchlight, and they own Hulu and FX. These are now Disney's rated R divisions. Disney Plus is about to add a rated R section, so if you have it, you have to create a code so your kids can't just get into it and watch those movies and shows. So now shows movies like Deadpool, Alien, all that stuff's about to be on Disney Plus now. All the Fox movies they own.
No way.
So Warner Brothers was like, all right, we behind on Disney, we behind on Netflix, we behind Hulu, we behind on Amazon. But we got one of the biggest movie libraries of all time too.
What's that?
Warner Brothers. So they created HBO Max, which has all Warner Brothers movies on it and whatever current movies they have licenses for their HBO channel. So when you go on HBO Max, it shows you whatever's on HBO this month, but it also has a DC section, Cartoon Network, Crunchyroll, Turner Classic Movies. It has all these Warner Brothers owned things on it. And like you go on DC, they got the Titans show that was on just the DC app. That show's pretty good. Then they got all the DC animated movies, and then they got the Snyder Cut, which is coming out soon. Snyder's full vision of Justice League, which they pretty much reshot half the movie, from what I've heard. But that's coming out on there. And so starting Christmas Day, on HBO Max, you'll be able to watch the new Wonder Woman, which I've heard decent things about so far. They saying it's pretty good, but not as good as the first one. But it's Wonder Woman. You just want to watch Gal Gadot in that outfit, in my opinion. That's all I want to see.
I'm not a Wonder Woman fan.
And what guy is?
Ronald.
Besides the hey community. What dude you know you was sitting in the hood with was like, hey cuz, Wonder Woman, my favorite superhero.
But I mean, you hear comic people speak about other heroines.
But Wonder Woman, if I had to pick my favorite, who's your favorite female superhero? I know mine.
Rogue.
Oh man, you was going we
Rogue
said the
Storm.
same. Hey, I said Rogue too.
It's really Storm.
Storm's my number 2.
But it's between Rogue and Storm.
I can't wait.
I really keep it real. Why it's Rogue and Storm is like.
Now that Marvel,
it's Storm because she's black.
Yeah.
And powerful.
And she's a fucking goddess.
But it's Rogue because she has the accent that Storm is supposed to have. They don't even give Storm an African accent no more.
Nah. And I'm tired of Storm being light skinned in the movies.
Yeah, like she African.
Yeah.
She ain't light. She from Wakanda. But she ain't from Wakanda, but she the queen of Wakanda.
Yeah, she becomes the queen of Wakanda. I'm tired of her being light skinned in the movies, man. We need a dark actress to play Rogue, man. I mean, Storm, my bad. But Rogue,
yeah.
We need a
make a black Rogue? We need a black person to play Rogue?
Nah, I want my Rogue to be white, but from the South. I'm talking about with a Tina Marie accent. She need to be from New Orleans or Alabama or something, or I can pull that accent off, but look badass while doing it. And I look forward to the day.
I'll take a black Rogue, light skin.
I wouldn't oppose it. I'm just saying my preference. And
I'll take a black Gambit too.
I look
Gambit
forward
really
to the day though, if they do it in the MCU, where Rogue takes Captain Marvel's powers. Remember how she did in the comics, and that's how she got the ability to fly and the super strength. When she damn near killed Captain Marvel, because I'm not a Captain Marvel fan.
Well, hopefully, maybe I'm.
Captain Marvel's a Mary Sue, and I can't stand that.
Hopefully, by that time, I've released my books and my animations, so that when they start adding the X-Men into the MCU, I can be the one who drops the Easter eggs within the Justice League movies.
Exactly.
That's how I would do it. I would drop an X-Men. I would take the what is it? The 7? How many of them? 7, 8?
What?
The popular. I'm talking about the.
Would you start off with the original team or the popular team? You know, the original team.
I would start off
with popular.
I would start off. What you talking about? Kitty and Spike now.
You know,
Shadowcat,
it was No, the original squad: Professor X, Iceman, Angel, Beast, Cyclops, and Jean. That was the original.
I would take
Jack Kirby and Stan Lee team.
I would take the team that. You know what? No.
The popular 80s, 90s team.
That would be my
That's
first.
the Chris Claremont team.
All right, so let me clear it up.
I would go with the Chris Claremont team.
Just listen.
Kevin Feige.
Just listen. The team that you just named is the team that I would make the first X-Men movie about in the MCU. The popular team would be the Easter eggs I drop in the MCU.
Got you.
That would be the second X-Men movie, would be the popular team that we
so
all
far
know about.
they spotted the first Easter eggs in the new Falcon and Winter Soldier show coming out. There's a town and a gang, the Shogun Warriors, that Wolverine fought. And the rumor is they're one of the major villains that they fighting in the show is going to be Omega Red. And WandaVision is also supposed to have some Easter eggs for some mutants.
So
because now they connect
with the actual MCU.
WandaVision starts off Phase 4.
So
literally, Kevin Feige can't. I watched the entire investors meeting presentation last week, and Kevin Feige, like, they had everybody from different sections of Disney come out and show everything that's coming out for the next year. And Kevin Feige came out and said WandaVision starts off Phase 4 of the MCU, which WandaVision, her show, which is going to be 8 episodes, it's like an 8-hour movie pretty much, which I got Disney Plus, you won't come through, we watch them. What I'm getting to is he said her show literally affects Doctor Strange.
Are these shows on Disney Plus right now? I have Disney Plus. Yeah. I get it with my Verizon subscription.
There you go. Well, her show comes out next month.
So we gotta watch.
So we definitely gotta watch and talk about that.
Hold on, hang on.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Hello. Hello.
That's how we do it, baby. We gangsta over here.
Yeah. Nothing doing this little podcast. Hey, you feel me?
Yeah, we recording.
Yeah. You feel me? Because I'm awesome, man. We do awesome shit, you feel me?
And that's what we do, man. That's what we do.
What's me and who? I got you. I'll stop by when I leave her. Alright.
Getting back to what I was saying. WandaVision, pretty much, they're going with the House of M storyline. Well, Wanda warps reality.
Yeah.
So her show starts the whole Phase 4 of the MCU off. That's why you're hearing all these Spider-Man rumors about the multiverse. It's their way of doing their own Into the Spider-Verse live action style, because Wanda has manipulated the universe to bring Vision back to life and have her own kids and lifestyle together. And Doctor Strange, sorry about that. Doctor Strange is the only one that realizes it's going on. So the first movie. Yeah, so you got the Dr. Octopus from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man showing back up. And Doctor Strange is supposed to show up at some point in the movie to kind of tell Tom Holland, like, hey, the multiverses is colliding because of Wanda. So he's trying to help him clean up his mess going on.
Yeah.
And then Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the rumor is Wanda is the all-out villain. Like, she's lost her breaking point by that movie. And Doctor Strange has to go through these multiverses to find her and put shit back together. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they even doing their storyline is also the easiest way to bring in mutants And then they've already announced that my boy from Lovecraft Country is gonna play Kang the Conqueror, so he's one of the next big villains. And you know, Kang the Conqueror is a time-traveling Egyptian.
I was about to say, a multiversal.
Yeah. Pretty much when they started fucking with the quantum realm and time travel, that small little city you see in Ant-Man 2 for like a split second when they rescue Jane, it's supposed to be Kang's city. Yeah. And that's why she aged. Because you notice Scott Lang didn't age when he was in there for them 5 hours. Supposedly 5 years in our time. She aged, so that shows that she was stuck in that city. That's what I think. But they also announced that they are not recasting Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa.
I know, so it's going to be a new Black Panther.
Yeah, I think they're going to create a whole different character. That movie starts filming in February, to my knowledge. February or March.
They want him to give it to Siri. Remain true to the comic book roots.
I think that'll happen at first, and then I think somehow it won't be another T'Challa, but it'll be another male Black Panther, in my opinion. And eventually, I think Siri will get the role next, and then she'll pass it on to somebody worthy, in my opinion, but who knows. And then they announced that Fantastic Four is finally coming.
Nobody
cares about them.
Nobody cares at this point.
I'm one of them people that was like, why is everybody so... all of their movies have been trash. Now,
Trash.
I think Marvel will do them right, but the characters is just not interesting.
Everybody's trash, bro. They're
not interesting.
You know how
now, if they
listen,
do the Nathan,
you know how
Richards
you know how a person knows characters is trash when the villain of your series is more
better.
Interesting than your hero.
Than the heroes.
I'd rather you do a Doctor Doom movie than a Fantastic Four movie. I ain't gonna lie to you. Doctor Doom is more...
Could you imagine if they did Doctor Doom origin story, not as dark as Joker, but like Joker style, from his point of view, and then you kind of have the Fantastic Four kind of look like the villains in the movie, like you saying it from his point of view.
See, that's why...
That would be dope.
That's kind of how I imagine directing my first superhero movie.
That would be dope, like, from the eyes of the villain.
If I was to get a shot at one of these characters, like I want to bring...
Who would be your dream character?
The Batman Who Laughs.
Oh man, ain't nobody done that yet.
Untouched. Unglamored. It would be my original idea mixed with the original artist that created the character.
Collaborate with the artist himself. That'd be sick.
And it would be more of, like you said, the point of view from the villain as the Bat family is the villains.
Exactly. I heard a rumor that's kind of what The Rock's Black Adam movie is going to be like.
I can see it.
You're going to see The Rock's point of view as Black Adam, and the villain, the heroes are kind of more like the villains, where he thinks what he's doing is right and what they doing is wrong.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be a dope perspective.
Because I've always like the way that I wrote my graphic novel and anime is pretty much from that point of view, as it gets harder and harder for the hero to make decisions throughout the whole story up until the end, when you realize the villain that they've been fighting is really, in essence, the hero that's saving the universe, and they're in essence the villains that's hurting it.
I get what you're saying.
Pretty much.
I get what you're saying. I think if I could make a movie about a superhero and get it right, I go with Spawn.
Well, see, I thought we were just talking about Marvel and DC.
We were, but just my random thought.
You brought Dark Horse in here and everything.
Like, if I had to pick a hero to direct in a movie, I'd pick Spawn. And I'd make that movie very dark and gritty, but I do most of the movie from the cops' point of view of Sam and Twitch.
See,
I wouldn't do.
I was thinking more of with Spawn.
I'd make it a Sam and Twitch detective.
It would be more of a universe that wouldn't actually revolve around Spawn. He would just be cameos in all of the...
That's why I said I would make Sam and Twitch were the two main cops who dealt with him all the time. I would do the whole show from their point of view and all the crazy shit that was going on.
You're giving too much free game out here.
In Crime Alley. Yeah, that's true.
All us for these
pay me, Mr. McFarlane.
And all this.
Mr. McFarlane, I know you and Jamie Foxx about to shoot that. I got you. I'll direct that bad boy.
Because theirs is supposed to be something like that, but it's from the point of view of Sam before he turns into Spawn, I believe.
See, we got similar ideas, but I got some shit. Now, the next big one we got to cover. What did you think about old Crazy Tom's rant? I don't want to hear this shit.
We're not going to spend too much time.
And do this shit again.
Ain't Tom Cruise from Kentucky?
Yeah.
Okay. That explains it. That's all I'm saying. At Kentucky came out that boy.
That was at
Kentucky.
What's in St. Matthews Trinity High School diploma he got right there.
That boy wasn't playing. Man, listen to that nigga, you gonna get fired.
Yeah, you want your job, you want to eat, you better listen to him. That's all we gonna say about Tom.
Them Scientologists is not happy with that behavior, Mr. Cruz. You know that now.
Oh man, Tom went off. You could probably tell he still had his mask on because his voice sounded muffled.
Yeah, he wasn't even gonna yell at you without the mask. Nah, I spent I mean, he did spend $500,000.
Yeah, trying to make people safe.
These niggas in there without a mask.
Y'all trying to fuck up his Mission Impossible movie, nigga. Hey, he ain't playing that.
What if they was 5 feet apart?
Instead of 6, y'all was 4.5 feet. Y'all broke the laws. Tom ain't having it.
Having that shit.
What if they didn't have rubber gloves on? Maybe that was the rule. They all got to wear rubber gloves. They had masks on, but they didn't have their rubber gloves, and they was touching something from the props.
Whatever it was.
You can't be touching that without your motherfucking gloves.
Tom would got his ass beat.
Yeah.
I would have beat Tom's ass right then and there.
Hey.
Tom got his ass beat.
Could you imagine him like yelling at one of them big carpenter set building dudes? Like if it was one of them that fucked the whole situation up. Like
what they was. We don't know how big these niggas was that he was.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm pretty sure one of them big dudes could.
He don't give a fuck. He don't got training. Nigga, activate movie mode.
He can start doing some shit.
Activate movie mode, nigga. Take them clean out. What you mean?
Cruise, dog.
What you think about Johnny Depp? Disney blocking Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean and everything that's going on with that little situation.
They already took him out of
the really strange, weird situation.
They already took him out of, what was it, Fantastic Beasts? Which I ain't never seen that movie, but I know it's in the Harry Potter universe. What did Johnny do? Didn't he like smack around his ex?
No.
What did he do?
He yelled at her, I believe.
He ain't hit her?
Alright, that's what I'm saying. It's a really strange. I don't really. Okay, listen.
Not that I'm condoning levels of abuse, but yelling at somebody and then losing your job for it.
But from what I'm understanding, it was a two-way thing. They're abusive.
Oh, they was abusive towards each other.
They were abusive towards each other, but England is judging him more harshly than they're judging her.
Ah, because
so there's no
lawsuit in.
There's no
London?
proof that, to my understanding, the judge said that there was proof that the lawsuit was, a factual lawsuit, but I don't think there was ever any proof that he beat or anything on her. It was more of a mental and like yelling and shit like that. But from my understanding, people that know the couple say that he's not the aggressor.
She is.
She's the aggressor, but she's still allowed to be on Aquaman. The second,
and we talking about Amber Heard, ain't it?
Yeah.
Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not really.
So he got fired, but she didn't.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ain't that some shit?
But there's a petition online that has over like 4.7 million signatures that wants her removed from Aquaman.
Yeah, if he got fired, why ain't she getting fired?
Like, it's only fair. Like, domestic violence should go both ways.
Go both ways.
Which they're right, but
so it's a very abusive relationship, I'm guessing.
Yeah. But I don't think it's physically abusive on either side.
So
she has
put her
a history. No, she has a history in previous relationships and marriages of domestic abuse towards people.
Oh wow.
So she's most definitely an aggressor when it comes to a domestic relationship.
Oh wow, nah, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, so it's probably two firecrackers just firecracking. So, but yeah, a lot of people's upset about that. Tom Cruise is being removed from all of these movies. I'm not Tom Cruise.
Johnny Depp
has been removed from all these movies, but
nah, that ain't gonna work
tonight. So
I'm telling you that right now.
We don't know. So
it sucks, man, because Johnny Depp is such a great talent.
Johnny.
He's such a great talent, dude.
I like Johnny, but they say he's an asshole too.
I could see it.
They say
a lot of them Hollywood dudes are. You know, you got your ones that came from humble beginnings that try to stay humble.
Well, let's say 90s Hollywood.
90s Hollywood.
90s Hollywood.
The new Hollywood's a little different.
They was making that money in the 90s.
You know, now Hollywood has changed so much, but there's more opportunities due to all these streaming services and more channels, and hell, now you don't even need a network. You can go straight to build your own network, YouTube, whatever. But you right, a lot of them old school celebrities is straight dicks.
They wow. They wow, bro.
And they can't do the shit that they was doing back in the day.
That's why people's outing them now.
Because of the cameras. You know, back in the day, you could get away with all that wild shit. Wasn't no cameras. Wasn't no...
Like,
who was gonna believe you?
Not to go back on previous topics, but that's a lawsuit. Tom Cruise, you can't yell at people like that in the workplace.
True.
That's harassment. You can't do that to people in the workplace.
That's definitely true. I'd have backhanded him.
I smacked you.
I'd have been all over TMZ. I'd have backhanded that nigga. Nigga, who are you talking to? It'd have been Mission Impossible 8 in that motherfucker.
Got next. Lil Wayne.
Oh, shit.
So recently, it's been reported that Lil Wayne sold his masters to Universal for $100 million.
Wayne, what was you thinking, dog? Didn't you just listen to Kanye? Say what you want about Kanye. But Kanye was like, man, you gotta own your own masters. Hell, you saw that in Ray.
But that makes me think.
What Ray Charles said, hey, if I sign this deal, I want to own my own masters. The white man was like, what? No. Ray was saying, I ain't signing that deal, nigga. You don't sell your masters, dog. I don't care if you're going to jail or not.
Maybe it's not all of them.
Maybe it's a certain album.
Yeah. But $100 million makes me think it's all of them.
Yeah, $100 million makes me think it's all of them.
It's a lot of them. It might be the Carter series or something. Or it might be his mixtape series. His mixtape series never had streaming services, so... But I just think that's selfish on behalf of his family, his kids. Because just think how much them streaming his mixtapes would be worth now.
Oh, they're going to make way more than $100 million on it off of streaming his shit. They're gonna put their little money towards promo to say, hey, Lil Wayne's album is now streaming on such and such platform that it wasn't streaming at first.
But it makes me think if that's why Baby kept control of his masters and his career for so long.
I think Baby just like to be in control.
Say what you want, right?
And I'm a Birdman guy. I like Birdman.
And I'm not saying whatever he's doing is right, but say what you want about everybody being grown and stuff and being able to be in control of their own stuff. But look at the decisions that the people he withheld
all made bad decisions afterwards. That's true.
Except Juvenile. Juvenile was the only one who didn't really make bad decisions, but he spent his money like bad, from my knowledge.
Shout out to Juvie.
Juvie, big Juvie.
Yeah, that's right. Juvie's always my favorite anyway, though. But do you think he's gonna go to jail?
Who?
Wayne.
Yeah.
They gonna get them charges?
Unless he snitched.
Think he gonna 6ix9ine it?
Trump probably give him a going away gift.
Hey, if I was Wayne, nigga, you done took that picture with him, I'd be hollering at Trump. I'd be calling Trump right now for that favor.
Hey, remember?
Hey, remember I tried to help you on your campaign trail? I need that favor.
Trump's so fucked up, he'll probably be like, Wayne, I can't do nothing for you right now.
Wayne, you didn't help me win. It's over. It's finito. It's done.
It's the end of the deal, my friend.
Take your lick like a man, okay?
But yeah, I think that was real stupid on Wayne's behalf. I think every artist in the game should always own their masters.
Exactly.
Look at Diddy. He's a billionaire out for people not owning their masters.
Exactly. And Diddy refuses to give you your masters, from what I heard.
You gotta do some real fucked up shit.
Real fucked up shit.
Now he's in a position you can't do fucked up shit to him anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
So ain't nobody ever getting their masters when they sign with Bad Boy.
When's the last person you heard? What? French Montana?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly. It was the last two that was like Bad Boy, repping Bad Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Has he been anybody since?
I think his kid, young
King Combs?
Yeah, I think he's on Bad Boy. I don't know if he's on Bad Boy or not. I just assume.
I would assume, yeah. He owned Bad Boy.
Yeah, like you own Bad Boy, you own Bad Boy.
Something.
You own it, you own it.
So what I'm getting to is like, what artists are not affiliated with them that you've heard like, yeah, man, I'm thinking about signing to Bad Boy?
That's probably a New York thing.
He probably got every local cat in New York on lock.
Yeah, like
we just don't know about it.
But I don't think nobody from the South or anybody.
No.
Like, what I don't get is why.
What happened to Dirty Money? I like them. He should have just let them two chicks keep doing albums together. It's that Dirty Money.
He couldn't. Diddy's that person that's always got to be in the spotlight. That's why him and Mace don't work. They the same.
You know what's sad? Me and Diddy got the same birthday. Same birthday, dog. Take that. Man, so who you think is going to win this E40 versus Too Short?
Oh.
This battle's for the real OGs right here.
I'm going to be all the way trill. That's something that we going to let you discuss with the people. Because that was a little, both of them are, like,
Too Short's before my age.
I know about both of them. Don't get it twisted.
Too Short started out, what, in the early 80s?
But both of them is a little bit way before my age.
40 Water started out around the time you was born.
Like E40, he's more of a, to me, he's more of a, I ain't got dreads, but I'm thinking about growing some.
E40's got hits in every era, every decade.
Like
from 90 to 2000.
He's the reason for
2010s to now 2020. And so does Too Short though.
But I was about to say Too Short got bitch.
Too Short got club hits. 40 got a few club hits, but he got more riding hits.
Yeah,
you know, big timer, 40 Water.
But I think it's a good
Sprinkle me, man. I would have wanted to see 40 versus Snoop, because they both came out around the same time. But going against Too Short, I'm happy they doing it. But you also know did you hear that they got this supergroup album coming out? Mm-hmm. Snoop Dogg, E40, Too Short, and Ice Cube.
Ooh.
All on one album. They did a whole album together.
That's too late though.
Apparently they recorded it in Snoop's studio during the quarantine.
That's too late.
It ain't never too late. Ain't no age limit to music.
I'd rather see them all in their primes do that.
If they did it in their primes, it would have been even more legendary.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, no.
It would have cost
Hold
too
on,
much money in their primes.
Hold on. Don't take away from. It's still legendary.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's like.
I hope they mix a lot of producers.
It's like the Tyson.
Oh, it was way too late.
And Jones fight.
That was way too late. The Nate Robinson knockout was more entertaining than that fight.
Right, but Tyson and Jones would have been way more epic in their primes.
Right.
People's not giving Roy Jones enough credit for the boxer he was in his prime. He was the best pound for pound for about a decade.
Even if they had fought each other like 10 years ago,
still would have been epic.
It would have been more epic. Because Tyson would have only been retired for about 5 years at that time.
And Roy Jones
would still been fighting. That's when he just started becoming heavyweight. Before he ended up retiring. Hell, Roy's only been retired, 3-4 years?
About 5.
About 5?
About 5, 6.
Shoot, man, that'd have been way more epic.
No. It's the fact that they came out of retirement to fight each other that made it epic. Roy Jones fought way past his time he was supposed to fight.
Yeah.
Way past it. It kind of diminished everything that he did earlier in his career.
And you could tell Roy wasn't as much in shape as Mike.
Yeah, I just gave up boxing 5 years ago. I just retired 5 years ago. I'm not about to put my body through it.
Mike lost 100 pounds for that fight.
But Mike's love for boxing
is different.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Roy's is not.
You can see the passion.
Mike was just happy to get out there to fight.
Yeah. It was like a sparring match for Mike. Mike was like, let's do it again. Come on, man.
Yeah, Roy Jones, he didn't want nobody to see.
Yeah.
But in his mind, he was thinking, Mike, you fucking crap. I'm not getting
in that ring with you again.
I'm too old, bro.
I seen it in his facial expressions.
Because he said,
Mike was like, Mike was spry. Like, Mike wanted to get back in the ring right then and there. Like, nigga, Mike was like,
Roy Jones was like,
Roy was like, nigga, rib shots that nigga was giving me that whole fight.
Yeah, Roy Jones was like, I ain't feeling that.
Fuck that, nigga. That nigga was, shit, I ain't getting back in that ring. That's what that nigga was thinking. Shoot.
What else we got?
Man, they making a Whitney Houston biopic starring, I hope I said her name right, Naomi Ackie. She was in that Rise of the Skywalker.
No, Star Wars, man.
You know.
She's an award winner.
Yeah, she's an award winner, but what do you think? Do you think is it too soon, or is it just the right time to do a Whitney movie?
Hold on.
You know?
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I gotta check.
We done lost Whitney and Bobby Christina, it seems like, in a short amount of time. And then we kind of got a Whitney movie doing the Bobby movie. On BET. Which I like the New Edition movie better than the Bobby movie, but if you let me, I would re-edit them and add them together. That'd be hard.
Way too soon.
Way too soon?
Way too soon. She only been dead for 8 years.
Yeah, see?
Way too soon. You need at least 15. You need at least have a
we should have got an Aaliyah movie first. Or a Left Eye movie.
You need a decade passing, I feel.
Yeah.
Before it's just capitalizing off of somebody's murder.
And then, too, they just had another tragedy in the family.
Yeah, they just lost her son, didn't they?
Bobby's son. Stepson. Bobby's son passed away.
Bobby done lost everybody.
You know?
Everybody.
Like,
he done lost his wife.
I know it's hard for the cops to keep throwing that type shit up in Bobby's face, you know what I'm saying? Then you would have to think Bobby...
Does he not have control of the estate?
That's what I'm thinking. It seems like Bobby has no say-so
in what goes
on involving her.
I'm with you. Myself.
But they're going to have to get Bobby's permission for somebody to play him. Or you're going to have to have Bobby's parts of the show real short. If not, that's what ruined that Jimi Hendrix movie that Andre 3000 played him. Jimi Hendrix estate wouldn't sign off on Jimi Hendrix music. So
there was no reason to even make the movie.
So the studio proceeded to make the movie, but they only used like some of his rare, like, just live riffs and performances and kind of focused on the love story. Like, they couldn't even do his full origin story how it was supposed to be.
How the fuck you gonna make a Jimi Hendrix movie about his music with none of his
music? And you had the perfect guy to play him.
Just like the Aaliyah movie, when you didn't get the rights to the estate and you went ahead. Listen. This is for anybody. If you're not the production, right? Mm-hmm. And the family doesn't sign off on a biography, or for you to use the person's art, anything. If the Stan Lee family doesn't sign off on Marvel movies, fuck what the production studio's talking about. Don't do the movie. There's a reason they don't want you to, like the Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle himself does not want you to watch the Dave Chappelle show.
I ain't watched it. I've been standing in.
Don't watch the Dave Chappelle show. Like, what is hard about that?
Shout out to Netflix for saying,
real,
hey, this nigga done made us a lot of money. We gonna stick with it. We pull this shit instantly. And then it got announced today that HBO Max is pulling it.
Yeah, like
so shout out.
Nah, they don't get no shout out.
They don't get as good of a shout out as Netflix pulled it instantly. They said, nigga, we got a contract with Dave. Plus the rumor is, you know how Dave did this whole summer thing on his property with all these comedians? He filmed all of it. I heard there's a $200-300 million offer from Netflix for all this footage, and they want to make it into like a 10-episode series.
Time out. Netflix. I remember when y'all rotten asses was $5.99. These $20 subscriptions that y'all got now, it ain't working for me. I'm just letting y'all know that.
See, I don't pay for Netflix because I got T-Mobile. It's like your Disney deal.
Y'all get Netflix for free?
Yup.
I got a bitch.
I ain't paid for Netflix in years.
I got a bitch. Damn, I didn't know that. Damn.
It's concluded with T-Mobile.
That's fucked up. But yeah, if a family doesn't want you to make the movie,
don't do it,
bro.
Because they always turn out shitty.
Big Ron calling. A lot of these families lost the rights to these people's art just on some other stuff.
Hello?
So
what's up? Nigga, it'll be posted, nigga. I'm waiting to make sure he got your fucking picture done, nigga. You sitting there interrupting our live podcast fucking filming right now, nigga. I'm sitting here with Charlie. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. Bitch ass bitch. Yeah, Legion family. This is how we talk to each other on the phone. Fuck this nigga. This shit gonna be in the episode too, nigga. Nigga, get your ass healthy, nigga. Alright, nigga, I cut your ass. Alright, dog. That was Ron the Don, y'all. Fucking up our conversation.
Ron the Don head smooth like a pond. Oh, bald head motherfucker.
This nigga talking about post his song. That's some artistry for your ass right there. See how the artist try to call and talk crazy to the producer. I'm gonna make that nigga wait another week.
Said fuck your podcast, get on your job and produce.
That nigga said fuck that shit, nigga. Post my shit, nigga. I said, nigga, I gotta wait for your fucking artwork to be done, nigga.
And the next,
motherfucker,
we got politics.
Politics.
So what you want to talk about? What's new in politics? How we should just abolish the whole fucking system?
Cause it ain't no rest for the wicked. Alright, man, so what do you think about all these UFO sightings and shit, man?
So I think it's been going on, but like with technology,
we just now capturing shit.
People can catch it on camera more and stuff like that. But I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of dumb or arrogant to think that we're the only
living species
out there.
Yeah.
It's very arrogant and dumb in my opinion. And, you know, like we was talking off camera, I believe we've already had contact with other species or aliens or whatever you want to call them from other planets.
Yeah.
And they just withholding that information.
I think it may be some on the planet living.
Yeah, I think they're already here.
You may be an alien and not know it.
You know?
What if Earth was just a prison? And your human body was just a prison containment?
That's deep. They got a new show coming out like that on Netflix. Where this dude is an alien and he has to stay on Earth and disguise himself as a human. But really, he's like this alien warrior from another planet, and his punishment's being here.
Maybe we just the beings that's been here so long, we forgot that we're here.
That's very possible. Because that would explain how certain shit that you can't explain how it was built hundreds and thousands of years ago, how it was built.
And it was built like energy dampeners to dampen our powers and shit. And December 21st is when it's just gonna break. And we're gonna get superheroes and supervillains. Black people.
Woo!
Can't wait. What power would you want to get from the aliens? If you could pick any power in the world.
If I could pick any power in the world?
Yeah. Any TV show, comic book, anime, manga, any character, what power, like what character power would you be?
I'd probably go with I'd probably go with Professor X, dog.
Professor X.
The ability to just make a motherfucker do whatever I wanted. I can make the whole.
That's not too bad.
I can make a whole city stop. I can walk into any restaurant and be like, hey, nigga, hook me up.
There was a whole bunch of drawbacks to his power.
It is, you know, it's a whole lot of drawbacks. You hear way too much and it's hard to control. But that would be mine.
So nice. I would pick I would probably pick Pain from Naruto. He got an ability called the Rinnegan. It's just dojutsu eye ability. And it gives you like it gives you the powers of like the 7 paths of Buddha and shit.
Really?
So yeah, I'll probably pick that because that nigga's pretty bad. Yeah, that's why I ain't gonna frame. It's pretty hard.
My second pick,
Magneto, of course. Gravity, right?
that Magneto.
Gravity manipulation.
Magneto's powers would be
As soon as you try that mind shit, I'm destroying the magnetational field of the earth. Everybody dying, bitch.
Magneto's powers.
At least my brain, I ain't gonna put it back.
That nigga lifted a whole football stadium and flew with it, nigga.
Like this thing, mastering Magneto's powers, what you can do.
Oh my God, Magneto would be
There's
hard.
metal in everything. There's metal in your body.
Yeah, iron in your blood.
I can rip your blood from your skin, bro. Which is really weird that the person that always rushes in to fight Magneto, no matter who's writing the X-Men comic book, is fucking Wolverine.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I never got that, bro.
I never got that at all.
Literally,
I was watching.
That's this man's biggest weakness.
I was literally watching the '90s cartoon the other day, and this nigga Wolverine, as soon as Magneto showed up, he's like, "Huh," and then he jumps at him, and Magneto's like, "Are you serious, dude?"
I never ever got. But they meant on many occasions. I can understand the first time, but Wolverine, you know this man. And like, you still try to fight this nigga every time, and your body is metal. Like,
your whole skeleton.
Like literally,
the whole skeleton.
Magneto is actually nicer than people give him credit for.
Yeah, he is.
Cause the nigga can really just kill people like that in an instant. But he tries to give people a chance. He just wants mutants to, rock with other mutants. Fuck the humans.
Magneto's a beast, dude.
But I know that's one thing that's always, as good as X-Men has been written, that's the one thing that's always bothered me about their comic books was the Wolverine and Magneto relationship. Like if I was Wolverine, alright, Rip, that's the only one. I'm gonna sit this one out, guys.
Yeah. Oh, we got a Magneto problem? Hey,
I'm gonna sit this one out,
if
guys.
I'm Wolverine and I'm Colossus.
Wolverine, not Colossus. That's
I'm
a
like,
nigga.
hey,
Like, I'm
yeah,
not like.
I'm sorry, I ain't useful at all in this fight.
Ain't nothing I might fucking run a trade on him.
Yeah, y'all need to go ahead and send Storm and Cyclops and whoever else. But them two is useless in that fight.
So, if they're going with the House of M storyline, they're going with Magneto is the father of.
I heard that's the rumor, but it's not been confirmed yet. Like, Kevin Feige is keeping everything X-Men and Fantastic Four related super close to the
So what's
vest.
going on with Spider-Man? They still.
No, they still have their partnership with Sony, so they still sharing Spider-Man. That's why this
That's
whole
kind of trash.
That's why this whole Into the Spider-Verse House of M storyline.
I heard
is
they
happening.
both have rights to Spider-Man.
Yeah, they do.
So one of them
But
just needs to.
Sony got it's smart on Sony's part because Sony was like, we own the rights to Spider-Man's movies. That's it. Disney owns the rights to Spider-Man's cartoons,
Character.
merchandise, the character, but Sony won't let go of the movie rights. So that's their extra little cash cow, and they own all the movie rights to the
But they own
Spider-Man
the
characters.
characters. They own. That's what I said. They own the characters that's in Spider-Man.
Yeah, they own the movie rights to all those characters. So Sony's been playing nice with
No, they can't use Venom in the
That's-
MCU if Sony doesn't
if
say so.
Sony doesn't approve. That's what
But
I'm
they
saying.
can use Spider-Man
They
for.
can't use they can't use none of the villains unless Sony signs off on it. Like
Yeah.
you said, yeah.
That's fucked up.
But this
like,
is
how
gonna
does that even fucking happen?
Because
Just like
all this
Marvel,
shit happened because Marvel wasn't its own studio
It was
originally.
dying.
They were the comic book industry was dying off in the late 90s, early 2000s. So Marvel, to make money, they sold certain characters to certain studios. So Sony had Spider-Man and all its characters, and they had Daredevil, and they had Ghost Rider. Universal owned the Hulk, Namor, and some other characters, and then Fox owned Fantastic Four and X-Men. So when Marvel Studios was like, fuck it, we're gonna create our own studio, they had to technically start off with B and C-list characters that are now A-listers. Iron Man
was trash.
was trash back then.
He was trash.
You know,
Black Panther.
trash.
Love Wakanda.
Yeah, I love Wakanda. But there was
They was
all
trash. Those was not characters.
those was all
Like,
C-listers.
You know what's so crazy when I watch it now? This is what's crazy to me, right?
Like us growing up,
This
comic
is
book
what's crazy.
fans.
This is what's crazy to me, right?
What would you have told the young
So-
us that Iron Man was an A-lister?
So this is what's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Growing up, Iron Man was Spider-Man's sidekick. Now Spider-Man
Yeah, his
is Iron
sidekick,
Man's
yeah.
sidekick. That is crazy to me. Like growing up, Iron Man was kind of weak. He was a weak character. Like,
Yeah, his show didn't even last long.
bro, you was like you're a C-class Batman.
He was.
Thor. He
Thor.
wasn't a popular character. Like none of.
Yeah.
That's why I was confused when the first Avengers movie came out, because I wasn't used to that team being the
Yeah.
Avengers. I was used to Hulk, Wolverine, Spider-Man.
Yeah, all the other Avengers.
Yeah, the Avengers, like the
Yeah.
Avengers.
The first event, they didn't have like Ant-Man and the Wasp, you know, like all the original Avengers. They were all C-list characters. That's because Marvel didn't have the rights to them. And now Marvel, when they
Look
got
what their
bought,
writing does.
when they got bought by Disney, it gave Marvel all this power. Like,
Bitch, we can get our shit back.
we can get our shit back.
And Disney's like, man, go get our shit.
Like right now, the rights to all the Netflix shows has officially went back to Marvel. So now Marvel can use Luke Cage, Daredevil.
But those is characters nobody really care about but Daredevil.
Yeah, the only ones everybody care about is Daredevil. I'd love to see Luke Cage come back though, but
Nobody really cares about it though.
no, Daredevil's the main one. Like they got to save the Daredevil campaign.
I'm
going on.
sorry everybody, but Nobody cares about
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage, Jessica Jones.
The Punisher was hard though. But his best season was with Daredevil.
I don't think nobody really cares about the Punisher.
Shit, no, there's a huge following for him. The two biggest followings for those characters is Daredevil and Punisher.
Me personally, I don't think nobody really cares about the Punisher.
I disagree on that one.
I don't think like comic book fans, but anybody outside of comics don't care about the Punisher. He's not a character that nobody cares about.
John Bernthal played the shit out of that character on Netflix.
Comic book fan. Don't nobody outside of comic book fans care about the Punisher. I'm just being honest. Like, if you're not,
but Daredevil, they didn't bring him back.
Listen, put it like this: if you're not Batman, Superman, one of the original X-Men, not the original X-Men, but the
popular group,
popular X-Men, it's gonna be really hard for you to survive. Like the Avengers, the reason that they clicked is because
those characters.
They created a universe for them to click. So it was like, oh, that's interesting. All the movies kind of go together. But if you would have asked anybody before,
fans knew
if you
that shit was missing.
Yeah, if you would have asked anybody before the Avengers movie was made, a movie about Captain America, Iron Man.
Yeah, you'd have been like, nah.
You'd been like, I don't know about that. Those
Captain America, nigga?
Yeah, that nigga trash. Like, you feel me? Iron Man, that nigga trash. Like.
And then when the first Iron Man movie came out, he's like, hey, nigga,
it's alright.
Hard.
It's alright. But I say what really took the Marvel Universe to another level is that it picked people who
perfectly emulated
the characters. Like, you never realized how much Robbie Downey Jr. looked like Iron Man
looked like Tony
until
Stark.
he was playing Tony Stark. And you that's Tony Stark. He's Tony Stark for real. He's really Tony Stark.
Chris Hemsworth will always be Thor.
That's why I believe DC movies don't really be hitting, because they pick people that don't have like their new Bruce Wayne, the guy from Twilight. No disrespect, no disrespect to him as a character, right?
As an actor.
But he's more of like a Nightwing. I would cast him as a Nightwing or something like that. He's not Batman. And then the fact that y'all keep fucking restarting, stop rebooting.
Yeah, stop rebooting.
Just create new characters.
Yeah.
Just go with Superwoman.
Do it James Bond style.
Yeah, like all of this rebooting.
That's the key to James Bond's success. They didn't reboot. They just say, hey, this is James Bond. Here's his new mission. Daniel Craig's first movie, you didn't get an origin story. No, here's James Bond. Here's his mission.
Okay, so like that's where DC tries to copy off of Marvel. Iron Man, we just explained why he needed an origin story. There was no Iron Man fans.
No,
you don't fucking need an origin story for Superman. We know his origin story. Like, it doesn't change.
That's why Marvel was genius for how they did Spider-Man. We know that nigga's origin story.
You don't need an origin story for Spider-Man.
No, you just throw him in.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's a Spider-Man.
Hey, here's Spider-Man.
Like, give a quick little 5-minute interlude on.
Here's the shitty suit he used to wear.
Yeah, like how Superman. Like, okay.
We don't need
if you have a Superman movie, give me the Superman origin in the credits of the Superman cartoon. Yeah. Superman. Faster than a speeding.
We know
that's all I need to know about Superman. I really don't give a fuck where he came from. He's Superman.
We don't need no more Wonder Woman origin stories.
Batman.
You don't need to keep going back to Themyscira.
This is why I say DC. This is why I say DC.
Batman wants to keep bringing
DC needs me. DC needs a fresh minds and stuff.
They do need fresh minds, man.
DC has the more popular characters.
They do.
Y'all don't need origin story characters.
They got the Pantheon.
What y'all need is the universe. You need to link these characters without always slapping them together. And it's Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Like, Batman has a whole universe that you would that you don't even have to
That's what makes the Marvel formula work so much, because Marvel, alright, in phase 1 we took the time to give these C-listers origin stories. Phase 2, we brought them together, but not all at once. You had fucking Hawkeye and Thor. You had, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that DC needs to take a blueprint from their TV shows.
Yeah, the TV shows make it work.
TV shows make it work.
The TV shows make it work.
Because the TV shows...
Their TV shows better than their movies.
Way better. The TV shows
The Flash makes it work.
The TV shows know what time to do it. There's crossovers for that.
Crossover events.
But there's a Flash universe, there's an Arrow universe, there's a it's all Arrow universe, but there's a Flash universe. Like, we don't
just slap them all together just because.
Alright, so let me explain it. Marvel characters, because they didn't have the Pantheon, a lot of their characters was used for multi-comics.
Yeah, you're right.
Batman, I don't need Superman to be successful because there's enough characters in the Batman world that I could live off of. If you're gonna make movies, this is what makes me mad about why people didn't take Sony, like DC didn't take Sony's idea and run with it.
Yeah.
Y'all have the more interesting villains. I would rather watch a story about the Batman Who Laughs, the Joker, Two-Face. I would rather watch those villains because y'all got the peanut gallery. Batman has the best villains
of all time.
Like, that's not even an argument. Like,
hands down.
5 of his villains makes the top 100 villains list.
Because it's like Spider-Man and Marvel. Spider-Man has the most memorable villains other than Batman.
Spider-Man. You don't have... See, Sony. This is what makes me mad about Sony. You have the power. You don't have to add Spider-Man
to the Marvel
universe because Spider-Man is the Marvel universe. He has... Like,
he's the Mickey Mouse of that universe.
It was Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man kept them afloat. It wasn't the X-Men.
It wasn't the X-Men.
It wasn't nobody.
The X-Men only kept Marvel afloat from 85 to about 96. Those 10 years.
I'm talking about this.
Other than that,
90s.
Spider-Man.
90s was Spider-Man.
I'm just saying.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying the 90s.
The comics division, I would say,
was just Spider-Man.
Chris Claremont's X-Men from 85 to 95 was their #1 selling product. Their #1 cartoon from that time was Spider-Man.
And I can tell you what the #2 was. X-Men.
X-Men.
Them two cartoons.
Yeah, it was the pinnacle of Marvel.
You don't need that.
And Marvel didn't own the rights to any one of their movies.
I just feel you don't need that with.
You don't.
With DC characters, because DC characters, if you're gonna do the Justice League, you already have teams in place.
Me personally, and it sounds selfish, but me personally, all right, they're the first original contract with Marvel. All right, I let y'all use Tom Holland in Civil War. Homecoming, Far From Home, Avengers, Endgame, and Infinity War. All right, y'all got 5 movies. Y'all done set up our Spider-Man. He don't need to interact with any of our movies for another 5-6 years, and we get 100% profit of our movies telling good Spider-Man stories. But it wouldn't work.
I don't think they got that much power doing so.
No, they ain't got the writers.
No, I'm just saying I don't think they got that much power doing so.
No, they don't.
Like, you can say that, but I'm not agreeing to that. Like, nah, fuck that. Alright, well, let's see what Spider-Man does on his own.
Yeah.
So before we even put you in the movies, I'm gonna have something in place where, like they had, where we can use Spider-Man regardless of whether you in on it or you not. We can still use the Spider-Man.
But you know, here's a glitch in the contract. Sony owns Spider-Man, right? Mm-hmm. But they own Peter Parker.
That was what I was about to ask you. Who owns Miles Morales?
Marvel still owns Miles Morales.
So we don't really even need your Spider-Man.
We don't need
because we would rather have a black Spider-Man.
Yeah. And he's the popular one right now.
He's the real popular one.
He's the popular one.
See, that's what I feel about superheroes in general.
Marvel,
you know why Miles Morales is popular? Because
he's of color.
And not
only of color, he's black and Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's
two different.
But not that, it's just he's fresh.
He's fresh, yeah.
How long can Peter Parker and Bruce Wayne be Spider-Man and Batman?
Exactly.
You take Robin and make him Batman and this, no. Exactly. How long can these characters be? Nah, these niggas supposed to be
retired or old by now.
Bruce Wayne was Batman in the 50s.
Exactly.
So y'all remade him in the 90s. I thought he was going to grow old.
You see, the newest Batman is Tim Fox.
Yeah, Black Batman.
Lucius Fox's son.
Okay, and that's another thing that's bothering me. Stop doing cash grabs.
Yeah.
Stop giving black people these other characters and make black people's characters.
Exactly.
Static Shock is a good superhero.
Hey, they gonna kill it with Static though.
Make a Static Shock movie.
It's coming out. It's coming.
Is it coming right though?
It's executive produced by Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan's doing it. It ain't gonna be starring him, but he's producing it. And I don't know who's writing the script though. I don't know that information. But Michael B. Jordan is apparently a huge Static Shock fan.
I'm trying to find out who's writing this script. I got a Static script already written.
Man, you better do your research.
How charged up. I'm about to look into that.
Look into it, man. He's developing it right now, man.
I want us to do Static and I want to do Spawn.
A scriptwriter has not been announced yet for that project.
I'm gonna holler at him. Like I know. I'm gonna holler at him, bro.
Hey, go straight to his DM. Shit, that's how shit's made. But they are doing. Apparently, they're gonna do a whole little. DC is doing a whole little black. All those black characters that they owned and never used. They about to start developing them characters. Static Shock.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. That's boring.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it's boring.
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying that, all of their characters have the same power.
They do pretty much. Because one dude's like pretty much a black Superman.
Okay. No, see, that's different. I was saying it in reference to electricity.
No, I'm talking about they using, I can't remember the other guy's name, but it's like 4 other black comics that was all under like DC's black division at the time, but Static Shock was the most famous. I didn't really read the other 4.
I know what you're talking, but so what you're talking about is
they about to give each.
They're not originally DC characters.
They was Vertigo.
They were Vertigo. They were black companies characters,
and then
DC bought them for their new ethics division, and then they just shelved them. Let's not forget that. That's what they did with them.
They shelved the shit out.
They shelved them. They shelved these niggas.
Yeah.
Icon, Static Shock.
Yeah, Icon.
I can't remember the other 2.
Icon and Static were the 2 biggest ones.
Yeah, I can't remember the other 2, but
because Icon's pretty much like a black Superman.
He is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he is.
That's why I'm waiting on Marvel to introduce Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel is pretty much Marvel's. He's like Superman and fucking Tony Stark combined. Like he's super smart black dude, but he don't age. So he's been like on the low, hiding his power since the 60s.
You know what's so crazy? So
like Blue Marvel was in the civil rights movement and shit.
That's
like you could do a hell of a movie.
That's
with
something
that
they can touch on with the Fantastic Four, Dr. Doom and Franklin Richards.
They need to.
Like stop.
In my opinion, to do the Fantastic Four right and different from the last 3 trash iterations. The Fantastic Four, in my opinion, we know their origin story. Don't do the origin story. Boom. Explain where they've been or explain how they got there. Like, in my opinion, I would do it where they've been stuck in that Quantum City. And when they release and Doom sent them there, that'd be dope. And when King the Conqueror got out, that's kind of how they got out. And you could start off. I would do the.
Or you can make it like that's where Franklin Richards is born. In that city.
Either or.
And that's how, because you know Franklin Richards,
he's the
most powerful mutant in the Marvel universe.
Marvel universe, yes.
Well, arguably. There's
the
like
nigga's
3
pretty
of
much,
them.
he's like
one of 3.
And he looks like Jesus. Well, white Jesus.
So.
He looks like white Jesus.
But that's after. You know, he makes an appearance in a couple issues during the House of M.
Yeah, he does.
As a baby.
Yep.
He's the person it's not, they think it's Wanda, but he's actually the person that he's reading comic books, and as he's reading these comics, all of these characters, he's breaking the fourth wall. So that could be how they get out of the quantum city. Because you know, in Marvel,
I don't think you should do the origin story, man. I think you should just, hey, these are the Fantastic Four.
I believe instead of just doing origin stories, just do an origin story. Like, you know that there's 3 races that all mutants come from.
Mm-hmm.
The Celestials, I can't remember off base, but like you have mutants that's DNAs had activated later from the Eternals.
The Eternals, yeah.
Like there's just 3 races that all humans,
the Eternals comes out next
all
year.
Mutants come from. So just do that.
Yeah.
Just do that origin, and then you don't have to explain where all these people's getting powers, or why people didn't know about mutants until...
the easiest way you can explain how they got their powers, said that they was in space doing a mission at the USSR space station or whatever during the snap. And the wave, and you know, the energy wave from the snap gave them their powers, but they was stuck up on the space station.
There's so many ways that you can write the Fantastic Four.
You just don't need them to spend, like you said, in my opinion, I would do their origin in the first 10 minutes.
Or I would do them as...
Because they're the first family of Marvel. I see why Marvel's putting a priority on them.
I would put them in like... I would make it where originally... Okay, so this is how I would do it. It would be in one of these movies, probably where Doctor Strange's movie is where I would make... Because he's like the least favorite out of everybody.
Yeah, he is.
So that's where I would make...
No disrespect, but Doctor Strange, you are like the least favorite.
But that's where I would make the appearance of the X-Men and the Fantastic Four come in. It would be kind of like Civil War, but how it would be, it was... And I believe that they had a war, Fantastic Four versus the X-Men before. And how I would make it would be like, is that the Fantastic Four is on the side of the government. Like, y'all gotta register.
Civil War 2.
Yeah, y'all have to register.
That'd be dope.
And
that's what the second Civil War comic.
That's what, like, the Fantastic Four gets their fame. It's kind of like how Trump took over. That's how the Fantastic Four gets their fame. Like, they're four people, all different races, and they're siding with the government. Like, yes, let's register.
Dope. You hear that? You hear that, Marvel?
And in return, and in opposed to
call my brother right now.
Call me. And in return, that's where the X-Men is formed. They're finding Magneto and Professor X is like two people that's offering sanctuary. However, their views on what they should do to, you know, like, pretty much like how the civil rights would.
Yeah.
Their views on how to respond to it is drastically different. And during the civil rights, because you already had the times past, you can go back and kind of recant that and re-enter in it, like saying basically,
I heard that
like
now, instead of, like you just alluded to, that instead of Magneto being from like a concentration camp, Jewish concentration camp, that Marvel is leaning towards him being a black guy.
No, they are. They're actually leaning towards them both being black.
Being
Professor
black
X
from
and
the civil
Magneto.
rights era. Yeah.
So say if you do that, right?
Because Stan Lee intended for him to be black.
How you would explain how Marvel characters, mutants, have been gone is in the civil rights when all of that was happening.
Magneto's a black dude?
Ooh. In the civil rights.
Get Denzel right now.
In the civil rights with all that happening, right?
Who be playing Black Magneto, dog? It's gotta be Denzel, dog.
Black Magneto.
Gotta be Denzel, dog. Can you imagine Denzel with that helmet? And he's at the perfect age to play the older Magneto right now.
I gotta think on that. But I was saying is that that's where they've been. Genosha. That explains why humans are not aware of mutants during this time, because they've been hiding in Genosha. Even the X-Men.
Or two, you could say that Professor X used Cerebro to block everybody's minds.
That's the two, but that can be the two
that you can use.
Magneto feels that mutants shouldn't have to hide their powers,
so he unblocks.
So in the war,
so he unblocks Professor X's shit.
It's no, not him. Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom and the Fantastic Four accidentally unblock. And then everybody's aware of mutants again. And when they're aware of mutants, the Fantastic Four is basically like, well, we're kind of like mutants too, but I feel that they should register. And it goes.
First and foremost, I want to thank my brother, CEO Chons himself, for coming through and doing this podcast with me. This is just the beginning. We got a whole lot more coming to you. And I wanted to do like I said I would. And shout out to a bunch of our recent, maybe new subscribers. Thank y'all for joining Thank y'all for supporting the page, and here we go. Shout out to Guramix, David Otichikaboki, Alexander Owen, Muratubi, Guru, Busy Bee Sack Life, Hidden Foundation, Christopher Casadonte, Bacon Lives Matter. Let's see. We got Play You Lay, Woodsy Sway, Waleed Ahmed, Rob Levine, Tucson Munas. We got Earl Money. Shout out to Earl Money, Ryan Hardy, Wade Comp 2002, Wes Payton, Alan Jones. By the way, yes. Coach Robinson, Robert Join Gunnaby, Melinda Starr, Daniel Campos, Claudia Lima, let's see, Alec Mendez, Tiffany Cruz Lopez, Drayon Diggs, Bianca, Pulex Lecours, Rome Franquez, Thomas Wong. Let's see here. We got Natasha Bonilla, Jay Thomas, Evans Luis Me, Kobe Edwards, Paul Williams, Dylan Hart, Atif Syed, Avery White, Cheryl Copas, John Dave Distar, man, and many more. Thank y'all for showing out and subscribing to our channel. And stay tuned for the next episode. So says the fat guy. I'm out.